All right, welcome back. We are back at it once yet again. We have training footage today, April 19th, Tuesday, April 21st, Thursday. So we got some heavy squats, some doubles here, 5x2, and then we move on to bench 5 triples. On this workout, I felt like it was pretty good. Squatting 300 is becoming increasingly easier, which is nice because that means next time the competition rolls around, I'm going to hit 400 because I hit 380 in the last one and I smoked that. So I'm feeling pretty confident, pretty limber, pretty mobile. Bench was harder today than it normally is. Usually benching 225 for me is not so much as a challenge, just it's becoming more routine as I've done it for several months now. I didn't feel like my sleep gave me a lot of energy today, which is a little unfortunate. But, some of the things that you have to work through normally, sleep is on point, hydration is on point, and so is mobility. So you don't really have to worry about anything, being too different when you're training. It's pretty mechanical for me at this point. I kind of feel like a robot some days where it's a lot of the same reps, same work, but such as it is, I want to hit big totals, and that's what it's going to take. Squats felt pretty good. My hips were pretty open. I felt at least I didn't have any discomfort when I got to the bottom and tried to get out of them. And other than that, it was pretty good. I mean, there's not too much to say in terms of what I could be doing better. I got to work on a different side angle as I watch the clip and record this at the same time, because from the back, it doesn't necessarily look like I hit depth, but I do train to hit parallel, and maybe the side view will be a little bit differently. So here we go on to bench. I don't have a spot today. I don't generally use a spot for 225, but today might have been a good idea to help conserve some of the energy. The first rep right there, when you saw that, it was definitely not a pause. Muscle memory for my touch and goes definitely kicks in, especially when I get tired. I revert back to what I'm, trained to do, and I've been trained to do touch and goes. So I end up doing that when I get real tired. And at the end of this bench workout, I definitely heave the last rep. It's ugly. Kids, don't do it at home. It doesn't really count as a rep. Just because I did it doesn't make me feel proud that I did it. So these are moving a lot slower than I normally have them moving. I feel like I move 240 at this speed, and that's okay. And you can see me struggling. You can see the triceps shaking a little bit as I try to get through these reps. I'm definitely trying to pause them, as I've discussed with Nicholas. That's probably better for my training. And, at this point, my form is just breaking down, and I'm getting a little achy. And I kind of want to go home because my brother was leaving that day, and I wanted to say goodbye so he wasn't stuck in traffic. So here we're going to come up, pause this, not bad, not bad. And then this one, it's going to be a little ugly. I shift my feet, which is something I don't do. And then, maybe it wasn't all that bad. Moving on to the Thursday, we had a pile of board press, some pretty heavy deadlifts, and I captured the top 2 sets of each. So my hamstrings are looking kind of big, which is nice. All this deadlift work is certainly starting to pay off. One thing I need to do a little bit better is drive my hips through the top half of the deadlift. It looks a little bit forced. So that's something I'm definitely going to have to work on. Thank you for the footage for helping me find that. But pausing 380 is really not that hard for me anymore. I mean, yes, it is a lot of work, but I'm still able to do it. I got a spot for the 265 board press, and I paused these reps pretty nicely. I'm kind of happy with that. This is after, of course, all the bench work that I did. Here's the second rep. Let's see how we do. Nice. The second one went better than this one, and I paused this one for a long one. I think it was 2 seconds. And we drove through. Beautiful. Back to the last deadlifts. Just up to your knee and then back down. But this is the end of the video, and I definitely thank everybody for taking the time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be putting out more footage next week. All right, everybody, stay big.